As I travel all over the world, people frequently ask me, Ron, which country provides the best service? Now, it's a natural question to ask because people are always curious. Are we as good as they are, or who's better than us? But the answer to this question is not an absolute. We can't just say, well, they do service better than they do, because we have to understand the nature of what do we mean by service. So our definition of service is this. Service is taking action to create value for someone else. You'll know that from my other talks, my other videos, and from my book. Service is taking action to create value for someone else. So the question is not which country gives the best service. The question is who actually creates the most value. So let me give you an example. Let's say we have two people. One is an Englishman and the other is an American. Americans tend to be more outgoing and gregarious, a bit more extroverted. Why? It's part of the culture. English tend to be a bit more reserved, a bit more sophisticated perhaps. It's also part of the culture. So what happens if an American goes to England and is served in a very reserved manner? Well, the American may or may not consider that to be good service. By the same token, what happens if the English person goes to the United States to be served and is treated in a very gregarious and outgoing manner? Again, for the English person, that may not be perceived as great service. So the question, which country provides the best service, really begs the question, who is it that you are serving? If service is taking action to create value for someone else, where we want to put the focus is not on just evaluating the action, but on understanding the other person that we're serving. Who is that someone else? What is it that they are concerned about? What do they want? What do they need? What do they appreciate? What do they want to avoid? Fundamentally, what does someone else really value? And then from that understanding, you can design the action that you're going to take. So the country that gives the best service is the country that is most sensitive to other people's needs, that is most curious about what some other person values. A successful country in service is one that's constantly looking within and without to see where the opportunities are to create more value for other people, more value for someone else. And the same thing is true for organizations. And the same is true for divisions and departments within a company. And the same thing is true for you. What's the quality of service that you provide? Well, it depends on where you focus, on the activities that you do or on the other people that you serve.